Hi, good afternoon or good evening from wherever you're watching. I'm Omotayo Alemeru, a business lawyer and an intellectual property lawyer. Just had an amazing week. Okay, so straight to the point. This weekend we're talking about consumers protection. Yeah, consumers have their own rights. Most times we see in contract or in business contracts, the sellers have upper hand above the buyers, and people come to me saying we are consumers, we are customers, don't we have our own rights? Yes, you do have your own rights, and here is how to protect your rights. I'm going to give it to you shortly. Stay tuned. Hi, welcome back. I'm Omotayo Alemeru, your digital lawyer. So like I said earlier, today we're talking about consumer rights, consumer protection rights. As a consumer, before you take anything, before you buy anything from any vendor, here are some things you need to know. Yes, you have rights. Number one right I need you to know is that you are entitled to the price being displayed clearly, as clear as possible. If you are in Nigeria, it should be displayed in Naira, or if you want to display it in USD. Whatever country you are watching from, you should know that this is universally applicable. As a consumer, you are entitled to the price displayed clearly. So all those Instagram and online vendors that go about telling you check my DM for price or DM us for price, I mean, this is 2021. You all have to stop that already. I'll leave that for the business experts to deal with. But legally, in Nigeria and in every other part of the world, what's obtainable is that you have rights as a consumer. And one of those rights is that the price for what you are buying should be displayed clearly, so there's no misunderstanding or misconception. Sometime I had a client who told me, he's in the United States, he told me about a particular thing he needed to buy from a store. He picked up that product, right? And then it appeared on that, on the label showed $10. He picked it up and I was like, oh wow, this is so cheap. Then by the time he got to the counter, the attendant realized that was an error. Instead of $10, the real price is $100. And guess what? They sold it to him at $10 because they know that a consumer has the right to have the prices displayed clearly. So on their own part, they made the mistake. They didn't even say, return this, we can't sell it to you at that price. They owned up to their responsibility and said, yes, we admit that this is our error. You can have it for $10. Yes, and that's how my clients cashed out. These are people that know about their obligations and their rights. You should also know this. Second right I would like you to know today as a consumer is this. You have a right to clarity, fairness. Products should be sold to you at fair market value. So no one should sell something to you at an overpriced amount. Yeah, these are private individuals. They have their own rights to give prices to a particular product. But no one should sell something of $10 to you, which is the general market value, at $1,000. That is highly unfair. And you have a right to say, no, this shouldn't be, I can't buy it for this price. You can say you're not stuck there actually. And it's your right to say that it's not the market value for this product. One more thing you should know is if someone is selling a product to you second hand, here we call it tokumbo or bend down select, thrift, should sell second hand product to you as brand new. So you have the right to be told this product you're buying has been used before, it's been hired for rent, maybe a clothes has been rented out before or has been used by somebody else before. You are entitled to that information. So anyone who sells a second hand to you as a new product, you can actually sue them for misrepresentation or fraud. Yes, you can sue them for fraud because it's your right as a consumer to be told in honesty. If you want to buy a fairly used product, I mean, you would have told them you wanted a fairly used product, right? So no one should sell fairly used to you as brand new. That is totally unlawful. Yes. Another rights of yours. There's so many of them. I'll just give you a few and then you can look up the rest yourself. To cancellation. Yeah, I see sometimes on Instagram vendors write no cancellation, no refund. Okay, they can say no refund policy, but this is unlawful, especially when it's not in fair terms. As a consumer, you have the right to cancel your booking or cancel your order. Don't be free, it might come at a fee. You might have to pay a cancellation fee, but this cancellation fee should be fair. It shouldn't be unreasonable. No one should take the entire fee for the product when the consumer is cancelling. So you have the right to cancellation and to a reasonable amount to be paid for that cancellation for a product or for a service, whatever it is. It's your right. Know this today. Right you need to know as a consumer. You have the right to your products, whatever it is that you buy, corresponding with what you actually have. You see memes online. If you're conversant with all these memes, every day, almost every day, we see what I ordered versus what I got. I wish I could show some of those memes right now. What I ordered, you order something really shapy and nice, and then when you see what you got, your order is so different from what you got. Like, oh my god, where is this coming from? As a consumer, you have the right to get what you ordered for. So whenever any vendor sends you what you didn't order for, you can send it back to them and ask for your refund. You have the right to, or you even sue them because they've infringed on your consumer protection rights. I was on Instagram last week and a friend of mine sent me a funny video. It seemed funny, but it wasn't so funny. The young lady was crying. She bought human hair for a huge amount of money and the hair couldn't comb. It couldn't comb. How can you spend 165,000 naira to dye hair and it can't comb? That's a whole lot of money. It couldn't comb. She was crying and then she created a scene all over Instagram. That consumer's protection right has been infringed upon. Do not let that be you in 2021. No one should infringe on your rights. You have the right to get what you ordered the way it should come, okay? So many of them. I wish I could go on and on, but I will just have to stop at this last one. One more right you have as a consumer. You have the right to honesty. No vendor, no producer, no importer should mislead you, fraudulently misrepresent to you whatsoever. Anyone that does this in the slightest possible means, they are liable to you in damages or restitution. They should take you back to the position you were before you even contacted them. So it's your right to stay clear. It's your right to have goods and services delivered to you without any form of misrepresentation, without any form of deceit whatsoever. So how to enforce all of these rights and more? Get a lawyer, guys. A lawyer will help you out with all of this. You can institute an action in a court of law against any vendor, any producer, any importer that infringes on your consumer protection rights. And if you're not clear as to these rights I've listed, because there are a whole lot more than this, you can send me a mail, mydigitallawyer@gmail.com, or you send me a DM on Instagram or Twitter @mydigitallawyer. I'll be willing to go through a discovery journey with you, and you can also book for consultation. All right, thanks for watching my video. I hope you found this video really useful. Thanks for subscribing to my channel, and before you leave, if you are yet to hit the subscribe button, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button. Business owner or as creatives, I remain Omotayo Alemrero. Till I come your way again next week, stay safe.